G'day world, it's your good buddy Uncle Hodge here. Today, on this episode of The Quiet Rifle, we are going to play a game that I just made up, called Airgun Versus. It's going to go a little something like this. Airgun versus water bottle. Airgun versus brick. Airgun versus giant hammer. Airgun versus motorcycle helmet. Giant hammer versus motorcycle helmet. Nice. 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 So as you can see, a very well-defined book of rules for this game. The main focus for today, however, are these little pieces of electronic archaeology that I just discovered in my electronics closet. So we're going to go and see, will an iPhone stop an air rifle? And we're going to go all the way through back into the mid-2000s and see if a slide phone will. And if it won't, how many slide phones and how many iPhones will it take to stop a 25 caliber air rifle? For those of you who are new to the channel, this is the beast that we'll be using today. It's a 25 caliber FX Crown. Has an interchangeable barrel so you can change the caliber on it. You can adjust the regulator and the hammer spring and the transfer port on it. Very nice piece of gear. And as you can see on top, we're running an Optizan 6-24 by 50 mil with the mil reticle and the mil turrets. Great little scope, first focal plane, very nice. And of course, knowing me, we're always going to be running King Heavy Mark IIs because bigger is better. We're going to wind the old girl up to max power and shoot at 25 meters, and that 870 feet per second muzzle velocity with that big 25 caliber pellet should give us just under 50 foot-pounds at the 25 meter mark. So they should be quite spectacular with a few of these bits and bobs. But we'll go down there, set up the range, zero the gun, and get cracking. Right, so here's the setup. It's just a body bag that I've unzipped and opened up, pinned on the corners, and left my little stand in the middle there, my block of wood. So that should catch any wayward bits of glass and other crap that might explode off what we're shooting. So let's get to it. Tell you what, I'm glad we're not doing any sort of serious accuracy testing today. It's much too windy. Every time I go to pull the trigger, a big gust of wind comes out of nowhere, so I'm glad we're shooting big targets today. Ooh-wee! Look at that wind. It's going to get a little bit ridiculous. Alright, shot some groups to start off with. So there we have it. Top one was the first couple of shots, then I wound it down a little bit and then wound it back into the middle to get a good zero on it. So that's 3 holes, but they're all touching, so pretty happy with that. Let's smash up some stuff. Alright, on to the meat and potatoes of today's video. So we've got what looks like a 16 gig iPhone 4. That looks like a 4S. Maybe that's a 3. This is a 4, I think. This is a 5. She's a bit worse for wear, that one. I might save that for last. I've got a HTC something. I mean, who really knows when it comes to HTC? They're all the same. And a Windows phone. So this one, not turning on. No surprises there. Not turning on. A Windows phone. Knowing Windows and knowing Nokia, it'll probably work. Oh, slide down to power. Oh yeah, it was, yeah. There you go. So the Windows phone, even after sitting in my closet, still works. Take note, Apple. People wouldn't be shooting your phones on YouTube if they actually worked. So, yeah. Let's start with this one. We are looking nice and cozy. What do you think? Is it going to stop the 25 cal pellet? Let's find out. So, iPhone 3, what do you reckon? Will it go through? I think it will. Ooh! Ooh! Nice! Nice. Alright, let's inspect the damage, shall we? Ooh, look at that. Yeah, it's just a sight to behold. A little bit worse than your average, I dropped my phone on the ground and the screen broke. But if you look carefully, you can see the pellet inside there. So, fascinating stuff. So I didn't see that coming. It would appear that an iPhone 3, if this is what that is, I'm pretty sure it's an iPhone 3, will actually catch a 25 cal pellet. Fascinating stuff. Let's move on to the newer generations and see if they were built like they used to be. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is an iPhone 4, whatever it is. Slightly thinner than the older one that we just shot. This is great. So the iPhone 3 stopped it, but will the iPhone 4? Let's find out. Oh, that was a big hit. Looked like it went straight through it from the look on the scope. Let's go down and investigate. Look at the state of that. Oh, yep. So the iPhone 4 caught it as well. You can see the big heavy pellet sitting inside there, bedded deep into the screen. Looks like a huge amount of energy has come through that, exploded through in a big shockwave on the back and turned all the glass on the back into sand. Check that out. This is by far the most fun I've had with iPhones to date. Good times. Alright, so this is the newest iPhone that I've got. It's got a little bit of a crack and a scratch and a smash because the lovely wife's dropped it a few times during its service life. So we might turn it around backwards. See if we can get the pellet to go all the way through backwards. Okay, so the newest iPhone, I think this is probably an iPhone 5-ish, somewhere around there, turned around, so we're going to see if we can get all the way through it by going through the back of it first. Maybe if all of the energy hits that, whatever it is that's catching the pellet in the other phones, maybe we can get through it if it's closer to the front. Oh, oh, joyous. I love that sound. Oh yeah, what have we here? It's definitely done a lot more damage, but I'm very impressed, Apple. You've made pellet-proof iPhones. I did not see that coming at all. Very impressive. Nice big 25 caliber hole in the alloy on the back, but caught by the screen. Very impressive. Very impressive. Ooh, juicy. That's going to look great on the slow motion. Righto, so that's our iPhone's done. Let's see how the Windows Phone and the HTC fare. I'm not sure how they're going to go because the HTC's a little bit thinner, and the Windows Phone it's a Nokia, so it should be indestructible. The pellet should bounce right off. Who knows? Right, let's do the HTC first. There we go. Nice, nice. Gonna leave a mark. Well, aren't we just full of surprises today? Looks like the HTC's caught it, the big aluminium panel on the back there. Done a great job. Nice neat little 25 cal hole with a big old pellet mushroomed out on the inside there. Well done, HTC. Looks like the shockwave that went into this HTC has smashed the lens on the camera. No actual physical contact, but just a big wave of energy wanging on through that glass. Nice. Nice. Alright, Windows Phone, Nokia, let's test your metal. There we go. Get you nice and cozy there. Good. Good. What's the bet? Nokia has a plastic back on it. So, unlike the other phones, this one may actually go straight through. So, let's find out. Windows Phone, plastic back on this the case. It had an interchangeable case. It used to come with a a neon one and a black one, and you could get extra colours if you wanted, but I don't think it's going to stop the pellet. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross everything. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Ooh. She went walkabout. Alright, so it jumped off its little wooden block, and amazingly, it didn't go all the way through, yet again. Look at that, nice big 25 cal pellet, slammed right in the middle. It's kicked the back of it off a little bit, the little plastic case that goes around the back of this phone, but it didn't go all the way through. Fascinating stuff. Let's get that back off it. There we go. So that's the little interchangeable plastic case that comes with it. Not a scratch on it. Once again, caught by the main body of the phone. Awesome. Alright then, thoroughly impressed by modern generations of smartphones. I had no idea that they would all catch around. Surprising stuff. May have to come back down here with the 22 and teach them a lesson. Alright, so what have we got in the range box now? Slide and flip phones. I think we'll just, ugh. Why is that one sticky? Yuck. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, anyway, we might do a rapid fire serial and shoot all 4 of them at once. Yeah, I like that. Alright, rapid fire time. 5 old slide phones. I reckon these are probably going to catch it as well. Left to right, then the top one. Ooh. He didn't go down. Needs to be told twice. Oh, maybe 3 times. There we go. And we're out of ammo. Let's go check it out. Fantastic. So there's just bits and bobs everywhere. It's a mess. A beautiful mess. Let's see if any of them caught it. So what have we here? We've got an old Samsung slide phone. That one's it's caught it. Definitely not sliding anymore. Looks like the pellet has entered here and then slid up to here. Strange. Weird things happen when you shoot mobile phones. Alright, a lithium ion battery. Probably should have thought of that before I shot it. Oh well, looks like it went straight through that one. Caught it in the battery. We'll have to dispose of that safely so we don't blow anybody up. The old sticky Motorola. Still no idea why this phone is sticky, but gross as it is, it does have a pellet stuck in it. What else have we got? This is a considerable amount of broken glass on this old Nokia. Caught it again though. Caught it again. And one more old Nokia. Caught that one as well. Well, there you have it. There you have it, folks. Mobile phones will catch a 25 caliber pellet. So, looks like I have a large amount of broken glass to clean up, so I'll get to that. It would appear Airgun versus iPhone. iPhones have sort of come out on top. It's kind of hard to decide because they are all smashed to pieces and none of them work to begin with. But even the little flip phones and the slide phones, they all caught rounds as well. So interesting stuff. If you have any suggestions for the next episode of Airgun versus, drop a comment and maybe I can shoot some weird stuff for you. We'll see what happens. Stay safe over the holidays. Merry Christmas, and smash that like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.